was tripping when I saw you. My brother smell like marijuana.
Welcome back, guys. You know who I am. They call me Young Reggie. Actually, no one calls me Old Reggie. They call me Old Man Reggie. And you know who this lady is over here?
Old woman Elvi.
Don't do that. No, you're not. No.
We're a team, right?
We are a team, but no, you're not. You're not old. Anyway, welcome back, guys. This is Two Ping Please English, and I'm really happy. Don't do that. I'm really Two Ping. But I'm really happy that you guys are stuck with us and you're still listening. Today, though, we're going to be talking about riding a wave. You feel me? Like, we're going to ride the wave. When we think of riding a wave, you think of like surfing, don't you?
Yeah.
You think of surfing. I can't surf. Have you ever been surfing?
No.
Do you want to go surfing?
I used to want to go. Then my friends started telling me all the stories about, before you master in surfing, you have to drown it several times. I'm like, nope. I don't need to go through that in my life. Oh, no,
I'm cool then, man. I thought like, I can do some surfing, but if I got to like get caught under a wave and not know when I'm going to come up, I don't have time for that.
You have to, you have to go between half dead and half alive and trying to be alive kind of situation.
I've heard this before where I remember someone was telling me that they like were riding a wave and somehow they fell off, but they were in the wave, but they couldn't come out. And I was like, holy crap.
That was the worst.
That's not something that I want to deal with. Mm-hmm. But today, the wave we're talking about is ride the wave. Or you riding my wave? Or you on my wave? When someone say you ride the wave, we're talking about trends. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, there's another wave that we can also talk about, where it's just like, I'm on my own wave. I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing these are my vibes. This is on my own thing. Right. But when we say ride the wave, we mean just that you're just following my trend. You're just doing my thing. So, for example, a great trend that was really big in hip hop, that was like the wave at one point, it was the trend, was back in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And we all wore big jerseys and big pants and big ass hats.
Yeah.
We look like clowns. Mm-hmm. That was a thing, though. That was a wave. That was a moment. And everybody had jerseys. Like, I think I might have had a Jordan jersey, a Scottie Pippen jersey. I had I might even had a Dallas Cowboys jersey if you're into sports. So everybody had like their kind of thing. What was the wave at one point when you were a kid? It wasn't that long ago, was it?
An old woman Elvi, remember? When I was a kid, it could be anything, right? Not necessarily like fashion.
No, it doesn't it doesn't have to be fashion. It's just the trend.
I think fashion there was one point. We also went through that like baggy pants period. But like for women, I guess it's how you call that? The type of pants that like soldiers wear. What do you call that?
Oh, camouflage.
Oh yeah, camouflage.
That was like a wave as well.
Yeah, that kind of pants, and then like tank top or little bit short crop top type of thing, and then this like puffy vest kind of thingy with
Sounds
like a huge
90s,
like 2000s. The huge hood at the back.
Yeah.
And then like all the like bangles and golden stuff.
That was a wave.
Earrings.
Yeah, we had that was a wave as well.
Well, that was my wave, I guess, because I mean like I used to be in the like dance crew and stuff, so that was what we did. Not sure about like the people outside of that crew or outside of like if they're not dancing or performing.
Did you wear chokers?
Yeah,
that was a wave too. They should bring that back.
I think I tried chokers because of Ariana Grande, to be honest. I didn't do that when before.
You didn't do it in the 90s?
Nah.
Oh, you were a kid, so you wouldn't have done it in the 90s. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Okay. I feel like there are a few waves that should come back. I know right now the wave is the baggy pants again. I don't really like baggy pants anymore. I think because I'm old man Reggie. But I don't like the trend of super skinny jeans on guys. Skinny jeans, fitted jeans, excellent. That's the wave. Too skinny though, maybe you don't want to have children. I don't know.
Why not? What do you mean?
Because they're hugging your man parts, your testicles, to be technical.
But wouldn't it show your man part more? If you want to get girls.
Some people are growers, not showers. So yeah.
Then you can put socks in it. That's all the models, like lingerie models.
That's a lot of work to to just stay on the wave. No. Also, when we talk about waves, we're also talking about another aspect of talking about waves is talking about like vibes, right? If we're on the same wave, that means we're in the same vibe. We've got the same energy. We are thinking in the same way. We're on the same wave, right? Right. And also think about that when you're surfing, right? If you're on the same, I think that could be dangerous though if you're surfing on the same wave, unless you're far apart. Maybe, I don't know. I
think you have to be on the same wave to surf. No.
To surf?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying what
feel
if
the rhythm.
two people though? Like I'm here, you're there. That feels dangerous.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But again, I'm not a surfer, so I have no idea.
Yeah,
comment if you know.
If you are
a surfer,
let us know.
Some of the homies are. So yeah, just let us know. But when we talk about waves as well, we're just talking about also being on the same vibe. So it's not ride the wave. It's just like we're on the same wave.
Oh, okay.
Ride the wave is, or let me backtrack. When someone says you can't ride my wave, it could either mean you can't like bite my style, right? When bite my style means you can't take my style. But as we can see throughout the world, when something works, everybody's going to ride that wave. Yeah, exactly.
You know what's the wave these days?
What? Oh my God. What's her name? Jisoo?
Jisoo.
Jisoo no Muyakuda? Chagi.
No, I'm just doing it, but I also can't stand it.
For people who
it's already too much. Listen, not that I don't like them. I do like them, but it's too much.
It is. I do it at school sometimes, and my students are like, "Teacher, how do you know?" I was like, "Come on, bro. I've been knowing about
everywhere
K-pop before you were born. I've been in Asia longer than you have, sir. Chill out. Just chill." But yeah, wait. Let's just take a backtrack. Jisoo, Fana, she Fana. She can I say what your Fana? Yeah. I don't know if I can say it with her though.
She's too wholesome I don't know.
I don't think she's wholesome. She looks wholesome.
Yeah, I mean, the her look I'm wholesome. Talking about the look, because she's always like,
yeah. I think she's pretty.
She's pretty. I'll say she's pretty.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I asked you if Jisoo is Nomuyapuda.
That means is she pretty?
Yeah.
Then how do I say if I think she is?
Kurachi, 맞아요.
진짜?
Kurachi. Anyway. But yeah, that was from a previous episode. If you haven't listened to it or watched it, we were talking about with your boner. But yeah, like ride the wave. There was a wave for a long time so let me give you another example when people start riding a wave, right? In Korea, when I used to live there, no one wore Jordans really. Like basketball guys would wear, guys who like hip hop, people who like hip hop would wear them. So anytime I would go to the Nike store, I usually was able to get Air Jordans, like my size and everything. And one day, some K-pop star, I don't know if it was G-Dragon at the time or whoever it was, they wore Jordans and everyone saw that. And then I went to the store when the Air Jordan 11s came out, the Concords. I went to the store thinking I was going to get me a pair of Air Jordan 11s. I was like, oh, let go. I walked in. He was like, we sold out. And I said, what? People don't buy Jordans here. He was like, he showed me the line. Literally, the line was like down the street. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, they saw this one K-pop star wear them, and now everybody wanted them. I went to another store, sold out. I went to another store, sold out. And from that point on, the wave in Korea was just Air Jordans. And you couldn't find them anywhere, especially for my size. And I used to be able to get my size. It was a wrap. And I was like, man, why y'all riding the wave now? I grew up with this. This is my chance to buy these shoes when I couldn't buy them as a kid, okay? You can't ride the wave now. Also, do you think anyone has ridden your wave? I think some people have ridden your wave.
Probably.
I I don't know if we can cut this out maybe if we need to. But I think when you were doing the Emily in Paris joint, somebody was riding your wave.
Yeah. That's true.
Someone was riding your wave. They was biting your style, taking your stuff. Yeah.
Because that was so well. Before I go into that story, right. If I say like someone's riding my wave, it could be good or bad, right? It could be like copying me.
It's basically mean you're copying you in a bad way. If you say, "Oh, she was riding my wave," or "They riding my wave," that means they're copying your style. They're copying you. Or if you say, "Come on, ride the wave," that means get on board. Let's go. This is what we're doing. This is how we're trending.
So we're going out in the night to the Hooters.
No, we're not riding waves to Hooters. That's what?
Then I can say, "Hey, you should get on the wave." Is it?
No, that's not the same.
That's not the same.
No, that's not the same.
Okay.
What we're talking about right now is just basically someone biting your style.
No, I'm saying I can also say that if we're going to Hooters and I said, or if, let's say not Hooters, but I'm going out to a place and that's fun, and I should say, "Hey, like you should ride the wave with me." Can I say that?
I guess you can say that because you're on the time. In this case, I feel like you're talking about the same wavelength, like the same energy.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's a good time, just like, come on, man, just ride the wave. We're going to Hooters. Yeah, I guess you can say that. I think it's possible, but I'm not exactly sure on it.
So most of the time it's negative. If you say he's riding my wave or she's riding my wave.
If you're talking about somebody else, it can be in a negative term.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and it depends how you say it. Like it's basically, so back in the day, we had a term called you jacking my style or biting my style, which means that you're just basically copying me. Like Jay-Z has a song called Jacking Jay-Z, or Jocking Jay-Z, Jocking Jay-Z. It just means you're jocking my style. It means like you're taking everything that makes me and being a fake copy of it. So when you say, "Oh, he's riding my wave," everybody out here trying to ride my wave, that means like, or you can say everybody out here is riding the wave. That also can be like, this is our movement, this is what we're doing, and everybody's riding this wave. So it doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It depends on how they use it in the right context. So that's where it like that's how you can use it. Yeah.
So I can say that person or that institute was riding my way or rode my way. I can use it. Also, it's always like right.
Ride my wave. Ride my wave, riding the wave. But
there's no like tenses for that. No. You don't need to. Okay.
No.
Okay. But they did that because long story short, there's one woman who I thought was a student came to me and said, "Oh, like I want to try out your class," and she specifically said she wanted to learn things, like this expressions,
right?
In Emily in Paris, because I did the whole like material for that, and I was like, that's interesting. Okay, and then before the class, she also specifically said, can we just skip like the whole free talk part? Because like, when you start a class, you have to like kind of give a warm-up talk. Hey, and I need to get to know the student as well. So I would want them to like do self-introductions. Right. And then she's like, can we just skip the whole part? And I was like, that's a little bit weird. Strange. Yeah, but I was like, okay, I get it. She's like, because I've been like taking trial classes with different teachers, and then they all asked me to like do self-introduction. I think it's a waste of time. And I was like, okay, sure. But I said, I still need to get to know you. I'll make it short, but I'll still need to get to know you. Right. So that's that. And then I just used my material on Emily in Paris to teach her and gave her a trial class, and that was that. And she didn't like reply to me ever afterwards after the trial class and stuff. She didn't even read my message.
She curved you.
No, she didn't curve me. She ghosted me.
She ghosted you.
She ghosted me. And then, it's normal because, like sometimes students like you, sometimes they don't, sometimes they're busy, and that's that. And then I guess few months later even, or like maybe few weeks later, one of my friends told me, she was like, "Oh, I found this Instagram page and they're also gonna open up like Emily in Paris English class." And I was like, oh, interesting. At that time, I didn't like see the connections. I was oh, okay, that's interesting because people like Emily in Paris, and then, that's a good material. So, okay, I'll just like, I went through their pages and I was like, oh, okay, this and that. Their teachers mostly are from the Philippines.
Okay.
And then I guess like it's an online and it's not even a big one. It's like a small one, like a startup.
Right.
And they mostly teach like movie English and TV shows English and stuff. Right. So that was that. And then later my friend sent me like a screenshot of a chat history and saying that person is asking her, oh, like, do you want to take our Emily in Paris class, group class and stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And then I just checked the profile pic. It's the exact same one as the one who approached me and said, can I take your class?
Wow.
So I told my friend that. I was like, hey, wait, this looks familiar, blah, blah. And she's my friend, right? So she's like, oh, okay, I'll just go as a student and just see if they use your material. And they didn't use my material, like the page, the design, but they were teaching the exact same thing. Like all the expressions that I chose, that I taught that person.
Dang.
The first part.
They got you.
Yeah.
It's imitation is a form of flattery, I guess, or flattery.
I guess you can put it that way. I mean, like, and it's not the first time.
Right.
Yeah, like other teachers were copying me and my style, and even for Speak Easy, my English events. Like, I think I told you the first time I did the English flower arrangement class, I, because the fill out forms, I made the forms myself. So I had to come up with like all the, I guess like some catchy words and for people to like sign up. So I did that last, I guess, January or even before that. Right. And then I think last May, my friend sent me like a link and saying, oh, someone else is also doing like English something events, but mostly they're making jewelries. So they're like letting people come and make jewelries themselves, but at the same time, because the teacher is from Spain, so the teacher can either speak Spanish to you or English fully to you. So they basically just copy. Even still now, I checked their page the other day. It's still the same one. They copy my whole paragraph into their web page.
And they riding a wave. They biting your style. They jacking your style. They jocking your style.
Yeah, so they're riding my way. And I don't know. I don't know if I should just like expose them, or because you can't really. There's it's not a copyright thing.
I mean, I'll be petty. I would just show when you were working on it. And when it was like when you started it, and then just post that, and then like post.
I am going to post it. I thought I wanted to, but then I got busy. But I will post it. Yeah,
like they can't. Jackie, it's one thing. Like I guess it's one thing. Like if you're doing the same material, but the same exact way you did it is.
Yeah, it's the exact same one. So that's why I was like, you should be creative. Like if you want to copy. You speak Chinese, you can come up with some other words, and you can look like they can look similar, so that won't be like, oh, okay, you maybe copied me, but like no, they just copy and paste.
You can tell when someone is inspired by you versus just copying.
Yeah. That's different.
I can respect someone as like you. So that is a way that you can ride the wave where you're like, huh. I like that. I'm going to use it and make it my own. Mm-hmm. That one I can respect, but not just a straight up copy. That's
a whole different thing. I think people kind of use like, oh, I'm giving this, contributing this to my idol or whoever. Right. As an excuse. To ride other people's waves. Can I say that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I think there's a line between the two.
No, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Man. That was I didn't know all those other things. I knew the one thing, but I didn't know like it was happening to you and happening to you. Yeah, you should start exposing people.
I should, right? Yeah. I exposed the Emily in Paris one,
okay. I was gonna say, I was like, yo, you gotta say something, because people need to know, like, oh, this is what I was doing before any of you guys were doing this stuff. So yeah. All right, guys, listen. Sometimes the wave can be a trend that we all are following. Sometimes the wave is a movement. So, for example, if you're into like hip hop or any kind of artistic thing, the wave can be a movement, right? So, for example, I don't know if people like A$AP Rocky. I do. A$AP Mob, they were a wave. They were a movement, right? So sometimes it can be a movement. Sometimes it can be a trend. Sometimes it's your vibe, right? When we talk about waves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully you guys ride our wave in a positive way and keep listening to us. Ride the wave. Oh. I don't know what song I'm singing. I think it's supposed to be Travis Scott, but it doesn't sound anything like Travis Scott. All right, guys, thanks for listening. We really appreciate you.
Don't forget to subscribe,
That's right.
Comment, give us 100 stars.
And tell us about that surfing.
Yeah, the surfing
We want to
thing.
know about that.
Yes.
All right, guys. Peace, gods.
Bye.